Hello, everybody. How are y'all this evening? Yes, it's just me by myself today, but that's okay because we can still have lots of fun, can't we? Hello, Mimi and Cindy. Mateo, how are y'all this evening? Yes, it is my birthday week. My official birthday was on Thursday, but you know, my second daughter, when she first started dating her husband, he spoiled her guys, let me tell you, right off the bat. Because when it came up to be her birthday, he spoiled her all week long. Well, that set the stage for, let's see, 23 years later. Every week, she gets to have her birthday all week long. And of course, now when it became Arturo's turn for his birthday, she decided, turnabout fair play. He gets a whole week for his birthday. And now they have a beautiful, I shouldn't say little girl, she's a big girl now. Hello, Froggy, sweetheart. And everybody in the family celebrates their birthday all week long. Well, the rest of us thought, why should it just be for Shannon and her family? So now all of us celebrate our birthday all week long. So mine will not officially end until tomorrow, but that's okay. I know, Mimi, isn't it great? I mean, you get to celebrate your birthday. Now, Shannon's family does it starting from the birthday to a whole week. Well, me, I just say Sunday to Sunday or Sunday to Saturday, so whichever day it falls in there. Hello, Paula and Nifty. Thank y'all so much for being here this evening. I really do appreciate it. And thank you, Nifty. As I was saying, my birthday was actually Thursday, but in our family, the last 20 plus years, we've been celebrating it like all week long. So kind of gives you, a little bit better opportunity to pick a day in which you can officially have your birthday celebrated because, life is just really crazy now. And we as adults, we don't necessarily have to go out on our particular day of our birthday, but, as long as we can get it fitted in there sometime during the week. Hello, Mary, and hello, Michael. How are you this evening? Thank y'all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. So I got to celebrate my birthday with some of my Zoomy friends, and my hubby took me out Thursday night officially for my birthday, so that was great. We finally got to have a little bit of, time together. I mean, it's like I tell some of the girls in Zoom, he gets up in the dark, goes to work in the dark, and comes in the dark. So, but with it being daylight savings time now, he does get in, a little bit before it's dark, but still seems like he's gone more than he's home. I know, that's right, exactly. One day goes too fast. Exactly. Hello, Laura. How are you, sweetheart? Sorry, I had to. So you finally hit 21. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to be happy to say, let's say 45, 50, somewhere in there. You know, I really like that a lot better. I wouldn't want to be 20 again for nothing in the world. 21 even, or 25. I mean, no, thank you. Mm-mm. Not in this world today. Too crazy. But anyway, how are the rest of y'all doing this evening? I hope you've had a great week. I've been able to see some of y'all throughout the week here, but some of you not so much. I hope your week has been very productive. You haven't had too many setbacks. The weather here today has been rainy, rainy, rainy. And I want to tell you what, poor old Lacey, she does not like the rain. If it falls on her head, nope, she ain't going. And she hates, absolutely hates using a pee pad. I've never seen a dog that could cross her legs as long as she can. Hello, Amy. How are you doing? Is your weekend finally starting? I realize it's just a little after 5 where you're at. Oh, Michael, I think all of us can sympathize with you there. Weather's just been messing with your pain and your crochet progress. Yep, it hits all of us at one point. Oh, I do want to tell you guys though, um, Leslie of the Corn and I love snow. I mean, every time someone in Zoom post a picture about, man, it's snowing again, and they're just complaining, we're going, oh, send it our way, send it our way. So Crafting Adventures with Amy is always so gracious and shares her snow pictures with us. And folks, with her up there in Minnesota, she has some gorgeous pictures of the snow when it hits. Oh, it is. Yay. So all the little chickies have gone home. Hello, Paula. How are you tonight? I hope you're doing well. Your day's gone well. Yeah, I think Amy's supposed to have snow all weekend long. Mary says they're good. That's awesome. Everybody's saying hi. That's so nice. I'm glad. I mean, I've been in lots of lives and lurking or hanging out, letting myself be known in lots of other lives where folks just come along, and say hi all the time. And then other times folks aren't acknowledged. And I just love it when y'all come in and say hi to one another. Oh, Nifty says it's snowing right here. Snowing now here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Looks like packing snow. Oh my goodness. Hello, Bryn. How are you? She says, I don't mind watching the snow, but I hate digging out from it. Hello, Sherry Kay. How are you? How are them baby goats? She woke up to 2 baby goats this morning, y'all. Yes, and Amy has her grandson with her all weekend long. I think y'all picked him up Wednesday night, Thursday night, somewhere in there. Yeah, his mama and daddy are having a little adult giveaway. So getaway, not giveaway. Sorry, adult getaway, which I know Amy and her husband love because then they get to have the grandson all to themselves. Oh, Paula, she says her temperature's dropped to 30 degrees. Well, we're still like hovering around 72, 74, but the wind and the rain makes it a little chillier than that. You picked him up Thursday night. I couldn't remember if it was Wednesday or Thursday. It doesn't take much for me to get my things that I want to remember all twisted around. Yeah, Sherry Kay's getting ready for a huge snowstorm too. I'm just glad her goats have protection so that they can have their little babies in under where it's warm. Hello, baby sister Rita. How are you and mama doing? This is my little sister from across the pond. Thank you, Rita. I really do appreciate it. There's actually 3 of us YouTubers that have our birthdays bam, bam, bam right in a row. Ursula was on the 20th. Mine was yesterday, the 21st. And today is Christina Bella Unaceto's birthday. Just help mom to bed and have my phone ready if she calls. And you're both doing good. Well, that's awesome, Rita. I'm so glad to hear that. I bet you are trying to keep them new little ones warm. So what is everyone planning on working on this weekend? I finally found the color for my, I had I get if you saw my Granny Square last Saturday, my front panel is only about this long, but the back panel grew this much. It was simply because I picked up the wrong hook. That's what I get for not writing down what I was doing. But anyway, got the right hook, but then I was running out of yarn, yo. It was just going on. Oh, Rita's working on the blippity blip sweater again. Oh, sweetheart, eventually you're going to be finished with it. So it's a good thing that you're staying at it. And if I remember correctly, you're really past the halfway point, aren't you, on that sweater? I think so. Hello, Faith Louise. How are you this evening? I hope today has been a better day for you, sweetheart. Oh, Bryn, she says, I think I have mourning doves trying to build a nest on my balcony. They keep coming here and driving Callie batty. Oh, my goodness. Little baby doves. Oh, that would be so awesome to see. Well, I have a cactus. It's a big, tall, really tall cactus in my cactus garden back home. It's in the front yard. And last year we found, no, not last year. I've been gone. This will be 3 summers now. 3 summers ago, I guess you could say, where a hummingbird was building a nest in the midst of the thorns on my cactus. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. Let's see. Your day was just okay? Well, that's good to hear. Rita says, yes, I work every day on it. I can see the end. I'm almost done with the second sleeve. 1 pattern left on the yoke. Well, that is awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. I am to crochet some backward stitches on it. Didn't understand, but will ask you if I need help. Oh, sure. You mean the crab stitch? Yeah, I love the crab stitch. I love it for finishing off edges of things. If I don't want to put a cuff or a brim on a hat, I love that crab stitch. Yes, that's the name. There you go. There you go. So anyway, yes, so I got my yarn in yesterday, so I'll be ready to do that. I found some really pretty, wasn't the material I was quite looking for really, but you know how whenever you see something and it's just like, oh, I like that. You start with one idea in your mind and you're kind of focused on that, and then all of a sudden you see something, you go, squirrel. That's what happened. I did a squirrel moment, so you'll see that tomorrow. And then pretty much just amigurumi the last couple of days. I was so hoping to get this little critter that I started working on earlier in the week done so I could do my amigurumi Wednesday. Yeah, well, that came and went. But because I was so focused on trying to get the parts finished and put together, I didn't want to just show a piece of him. You know what I mean? So anyway. But he'll be all ready to go for next week, I promise you. And then we've mentioned a few times on Carrie's channel, Carrie the Yarny Elephant, about Bonnie Bay's blanket, the On the Hill. Yes, On the Hill Easter throw from Bonnie Bay Crochet. When I was in Hobby Lobby a couple of days ago, I got a little anxious, and so I went ahead and picked up my yarn for it. So I've got that started. I'm really excited to see See how it gets going. But mainly, I think I'm just going to work on my sunflower purse and my mosaic, the Four Seasons, because I'm getting ready to get into the actual autumn part of the pattern. Bryn says it's already snowing here in Indiana. Oh, so jelly. I hope you don't have to get out in it this weekend, Bryn. Hope all of you that are getting snow, you just get to sit in with a cup of hot chocolate or coffee and raise the blinds or open the curtains and just watch it snow. Stay inside where it's warm. You know, I've always said that I wouldn't mind. It's not sticking on the ground yet, or do you think it will stick? I've always told my family, if you want to go somewhere to have like a white Christmas, that's fine with me. I'm all for it. But I'll be the person sitting inside with my feet up on a hassock, you know, or a footstool, or maybe in the recliner with the blanket across my lap, hot coffee in my cup with the window open, and I'll just watch the snow fly, and the rest of y'all can just get out there and play with it all you want to. Oh, your ground is already too warm? Yeah, if we were to get snow, if, because we have gotten snow really close to Easter in West Texas, but if we were to get snow out there now, it would be, it wouldn't stick at all. Hello, Darcia. I'm doing fine this evening. How are you? I hope you've had a great day. Excuse me, I got to get a drink. So that's what I'm going to be working on. What are you guys going to be working on this weekend? I'd love to hear what y'all are fiddling around with. And it doesn't have to be crochet. You could be knitting, you could be quilting, you could be embroidering, diamond painting, whatever. Rita says, they said snow here today, but nothing came. Beautiful sunshine today, so I got some vitamins when I did the Easter shopping before all the ants from the west come and the shops are full. I understand that. The ants are in all the weekend tourists. Oh, do you like Fresca? Boy, I tell you what, it you know, it's really pretty scarce. You have to hunt the shelves, especially at Walmart, although Public carries it all the time. So, yes, I remember when it first came out, and oh my goodness, it was my favorite drink then and has always been. I love it. So whenever I run across it, I get like 3 or 4 of the 12 packs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it drives my husband crazy. But that's okay. It's something that I enjoy. So come on, tell me what y'all are working on. I want to know. Everybody's saying hi. That's nice. Like I said, I think it's awesome that y'all welcome each other in. That's always such a good welcome and awesome to see. Always makes us as hosts feel good. Oh, Rita said her nephew Sunshine called and they had a teaching hour. He wanted to learn to make homemade potato salad. That's nice. He went shopping and made that with grilled chicken. Oh, Rita, that's awesome. You're teaching him how to be uh, self what is it? Self-sufficient, independent. That's great. Oh, Faith Louise, I'm so sorry. She says she's brain dead today. And that happens. That's okay to just take a break from everything. I know Froggy's going to be working on the hill. Cindy says she's working on a simple shawl in navy blue. I have about 7 more rows. Well, sweetheart, I don't call any shawl simple. Darcy is saying hello to everyone. Nifty says, I am working on a beanie. It is really thin yarn. I'm hoping it is something I can wear without getting too warm wearing it. You said it's really thin yarn. What kind of yarn? Like, is it a superwash merino? Is it an alpaca? Cotton? Yes, she did. But you know, guys, I got to see her for a few moments in Zoom before I came on the live. And honestly, she's doing pretty good considering. That's so true, Rita. Oh, yes, he's doing really good. He has been learning a lot of things again after he was sick. He loves healthy homemade food and he says it lasts longer. That is absolutely correct. Just in case any of you have missed it, Froggy had to put Pusheen down this afternoon, and but the way she tells it, it was great. It was peaceful. Uh, and so, do you see? There she says, "I'm good." Nifty. Oh my gosh! I guess it is the first time. It's a 75% superwash merino wool. Well, you know, the nice thing about wool is that it breathes. Winnemucca. You know, I don't think anybody can do it the way Carrie can. Yes. And you know, hugs, and I know some of you have said big prayers. That's what always gets us through rough times, is knowing that we have fellow like Christians that are lifting us up. So, and I know she could feel it this afternoon, folks. So thank you all so much. That's right, Rita. And wool will also keep you warm even if you get wet. Oh, thank you, Froggy. Yes, please, those of you that are coming in, if you forgot your thumbprint on the way in, please be sure to leave it on your way out. You know that it helps the channel. And you know, too, Nifty, if you're in a climate like I am out in West Texas, um, I will use a DK weight yarn and I will find a stitch that has a little bit more um, open, lacy stitch to it, so that whenever I make the hat and wear it, it still something pretty on my head, but at the same time it still breathes. Now that's when I go to really making a true beanie without a brim. Because you know, out in West Texas, we only have a short window of time in which we can truly dress up for cold weather. I think what we love more in West Texas is ear warmers and neck scarves. Hello, Michi. How are you? Well, thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate that. I hope you're going to have a great weekend or plan on having a great weekend. Oh, that's good. Michi, Rita said thank you for the hook. She sent you an email, so we hope you got it. Michi says she's trying to finish work and head to donate plasma, planning on finishing my yarn room tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome. You want a hat for decoration, not for warmth. Well, I still think the Superwash Merino is your best bet, unless you like cotton. But then again, um, cotton is pretty heavy too. Did you say that was a fingering weight or a lightweight yarn? I can't remember. Yes, Rita, I know, sweetheart. She has a lot to do with taking care of her mama and everything else going on, plus wanting to do the things you want to do, right? Um, Rita, dishwashers are nice and convenient, but I've been without one for like more than 20 years because back in West Texas where I live, we rely a lot on the lake there. It's called Spence Lake. And oh, doing the dishes is the last thing in line you want to do. Well, the water there has a high salt content. And so whenever you would use the dishwasher, they'd only last a couple of years. And after the third time I had to buy one, I said, when this one goes out, we're not buying another one. And so I just got back into the habit of hand washing my dishes. And so I'm kind of one of those, you dirty it, you wash it as you go. Nifty says the yarn I'm using says 2.25 to 3.25 millimeter. You do yours just before you go to bed, and see, I do mine as I dirty them up. Cindy says my daughters are my dishwasher. She never uses a dishwasher. When we had one, right? I had 3 girls at home. They complained about whose turn it was to load the dishwasher, and they complained about whose turn it was to unload the dishwasher. So I tried, because they always had chores, and I changed them about every 1 to 2 weeks. So I said, okay, we're going to split this up. Someone's going to load it, someone's going to unload it, and that was their chore for the week. And they complained about that. So I said, okay, you're going to load and unload for a whole week. They complained about that. So finally, when the last dishwasher went out, I said, okay, we're yanking this puppy out. Your dad's going to turn it into another cabinet, and we're going to wash and dry dishes by hand. Oh, my word. Their world had just come to an end, let me tell you. They complained more about having to do the dishes than when they had to load the dishwasher. Well, that's another good reason too. Rita says she doesn't mind doing the dishes just before she goes to bed, and by not using the dishwasher, her mother can't hurt herself by bending and taking it out. Yep. Is that the yarn thickness, Nifty, or is that the hook size? Because I've never seen that. Thank you, Darcy. Hooks, heart hooks, lacy, and needles. Nifty, what's the brand of your yarn? So I'm sitting here looking at some acrylic. Let me look at this one here. I think we all need more hours in the day, Rita. Yeah, I don't have any yarn here that says that's the thickness. I do have yarn that says like weight in grams and meters and yards. Excuse me, weight in grams or ounces. And then which needles to use if you're knitting, which hooks to use if you're crocheting. The brand name is Estelle. It's called Evolution Sock. It says 2 1/4 to 3 1/4 to 28.32 stitches. That is all it says. Okay, Rita, you're a sock yarn person. Huh, doesn't have any information about the hook or needle sizes? Well, I'm not familiar with that brand. Hello, Rudy. How are you? That is sock yarn. Okay. So, Rita, what does it mean by the 2.25 to 3.25 millimeters dash 28.32 stitches? What does that mean? Hello, Sherry. How are you? Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. Oh, 28 to 32 inches. Okay. What did I say earlier? I might have misread it. No, that's what it says. 28 to 32 stitches, not 28.32. Okay. I see. You're good. I'm doing great. Oh, okay. There you go. Michael said, looking at the website, that is your needle sizes and hook sizes. The 2.25 is your needle size, and the 3.25 is the hook size. Well, thank you very much, Michael, for that. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'd never heard of the yarn. And I really don't go much below a 2 weight. And when I do, I normally double it anyway. Are you crocheting or knitting, Nifty? I would say that if you were crocheting, I would go up. I am using currently anywhere from a fingering to a bulk. Oh my goodness, Faith Louise. She's going anywhere from a fingering to a bulky. I really do not like to go past the 5 weight. Now, the only reason why I have some 5 and 6 weight right now is because I'm playing in that crochet book. Which one is it here? The one with the knotted loveys. Yeah. Anyway, and I mean that goes all the way out to a 7. You know, where you can make different sizes of them. Me and the bulky weights, we just don't get along too good. And I don't mind using the fingering, the sock, but I normally double it because again, there I have an issue with my hands, and so I like to stay in that 3 to 4 weight area, and I don't mind the roving that much. Rita says she's just making some more squares for her poncho. That's what I was going to say, Sherry. I would double the yarn. But then again, too, it might you might have to look at how much yarn you were given. But most hats don't take more than maybe, yeah, use that thin of yarn to knit socks with. But she wants to make a hat. So I would definitely, if it was me, I would definitely double it for sure if I had enough. Those are just some suggestions from us. And you have two, and they're 440 meters each, which makes them about 439 yards a piece. Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely, Rita. What's your brother's name, Rita? I understand, sweetheart. Can I have his name, Rita? Okay, all right, I understand. I'll just leave it as your brother. That's okay. Oh, all right. That'll be good. That'll be good. And thank you to anyone else who is willing to pray for Reader's brother. Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Cindy. It's always nice when we know we have everyone or anyone who's willing to lift us up in prayer for one problem or another. Sure is. Thank you, Faith Louise. So, since this is my birthday week, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite birthday memories. And while I'm sharing with you, those of you that wish to share, I would like to know what is one of your favorite birthday memories. Well, many of you know I was raised in a children's home in South Texas. And the folks that were my house parents, I was endeared to them. I mean, they I really came to look upon them as my parents. There was just that connection. You know what I mean? If I could have chosen my parents, I would have definitely chosen them. So anyway, they had been gone on their vacation because they got so many days off a month, and they were not supposed to be back until the day after my birthday. Thank you, Cindy. Her name is Lacey. She'll be 2 years old here in a couple of weeks. She's a first generation cross between a red bone and a Tennessee tree walker. So she's the first of her kind, her and her litter mates. So anyway, hello, Nana Cat. How are you this evening? Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. So anyway, they were not due to be back to the cottage until a couple of days after my birthday, which meant Mom was not going to be there to make my favorite cake to this day, the Italian wedding cake or cream cake, whichever way you want to call it, with all the coconut and pecans and that wonderful, wonderful ice cream. So we had gone to school. We got off the bus, and I never even noticed that their car was in the carport that sat towards the back end of the house, and walked in. And as soon as we opened the door, that smell hit me. My cake was baking in the oven, or had just come out of the oven. I didn't know which only meant that Mom and Dad had come back early. I was just, that to me was in fact, is the best birthday present I could have had at that time, because I was a teenager, and I had just come to the point of realizing that they were the best parents I could have ever had, and for them to think of me enough to want to cut their vacation time short and come home and make sure I had my birthday cake, that's always been my most favorite memory of my birthday. Let's see. Faith Louise says, when I was 60 on my birthday, I took the day off, meet the radio people at a coffee shop, went for a ride with a friend, and we went on a ride to a bakery. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Mimi said, I just got back. Please show me your fur baby. I will here in just a minute. Rita says, my favorite must be that my friends didn't go on holiday before or after my birthday, because I had it outside in the tent and we had a barbecue, and often stayed overnight after. Oh, okay. You too, Mimi, huh? So you know exactly what I mean. Oh, you meant it was 60 degrees outside, not for your 60th birthday. When it was 60 degrees on my birthday, I took the day off. Well, that's okay. 60 degrees outside. Lacey, come here. Mimi wants to see you. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. She thinks I have a treat for her. No, there's nothing up here. Thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Thank you. Thank you. Sweet girl. There she is, Mimi, just for you. Except that her paws are like this big around and they dig into my thighs. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Are we good? Are we good? Yes, she is. She really is her daddy's girl, though, let me tell you. If Wayne was to walk in the door right now, I'd become chopped liver. Yeah, she loves her daddy. Your daddy raised bird dogs? Well, Wayne had one that we got as she was a rescue pup. He was a rescue pup. But after he finished growing up and everything, I honestly think that he had to have some corgi in him. because he had the little butt wiggle and the long bushy tail if you don't chop their tails. And he could hunt. Oh my word, could he hunt? He was a good blood dog. Let me tell you, that's what my husband called him. I knew what you meant, Mimi. Yes, ma'am, she is. Sherry says, my favorite birthday was when my son gave me my third grandson and a birthday cake. Oh, how awesome. Oh, Rita says she met a little pup today that was around 4 pounds. Oh, you finally got a blue tick in the 80s. Well, that's good. Very smart and trainable. Yeah. Oh, Rita, that's so cool. Lacey, be nice. Yes, very small, aren't they? Well, Tia, my little dog over here that her sister's annoying, is 5.6 pounds. I took them both into the vet yesterday, get caught up on shots and yearly this, that, and the other. She's 5.6 pounds. And Lacey is a whopping 101. Yes, exactly, Paula. Lacey does the same thing with me. If I try to sit on the couch next to Wayne, she will, if she doesn't get up there before me, she'll climb up in his lap and then she'll just start pushing on me, like, get out of the way. Oh, fake Louise. Meeting Tony Lipsky the other day after my birthday comes up as a memorable birthday as well. I think so. Oh, Rita, she was so cuddly and the kind, more like Tia. Could have that kind without sneezing. Oh, you need a little dog, Rita. That's okay, Mimi. You just go right ahead and lurk away. You get to crocheting. I'm just so happy that you're here with us. Well, hello, Michelle Mosaic. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you're here. He was helping a neighbor. That's awesome, Michelle. I would like to also, on Michelle's behalf, those of you that pray, I would also like to ask that you keep her daughter Jade in your prayers for us, please. She is in the hospital right now, fighting some issues, but she is under doctor's care. And of course, we know that when you're in the hospital, it's the best place for you when you need that specialized care. So please remember to keep Jade in your prayers for us as well. Your hubby wouldn't like it? Well, you know what, Rita? Wayne didn't like cats either until one was kind of, I'm not going to say forced on him, because he did give us permission to have one as long as he didn't see it or smell it. And before long, I mean, that cat had him wrapped around his little finger so tight he couldn't shake it off. I knew you wouldn't mind me asking, Michelle. All it has to be is a little one, Rita. You wouldn't even know it was there. That's what we told Wayne about the cat. Oh, you promised never to have one? Okay, well, I understand that too. So while we still have a little bit of time here, I want to remind everybody that Connie over at All Handmade Connie is our host this month for Crochet Combat. And I want to remind you that you have until the 31st to be sure and get whatever it is you're making. You'll have to go watch your video to see what the requirements are. But you have until the 31st at midnight to get your pictures sent into her and let her know. I mean, you can go, there you go, Nightbot. See, he knew I was talking about Connie. There is her channel. All you have to do is go and look for her Crochet Combat video, and she'll tell you what it is you need to do. And folks, we have had such an awesome response. You need to finish yours? Okay, there you go. Rita says she's on her way to finishing up what she wants to submit. Anyway, be sure you get that in. Second thing is, we will be at Daniel's from Paul Ply Yarns house this weekend, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Twisted Fiber Friends. Please come on over and be there for sure, because we're going to be talking about different yarn weights and what you can make with them. And then there's one other thing I wanted to announce. What was it? Oh, mercy me. And Michelle, yes, Michelle will not be having a live this weekend for the mosaics that she does, because obviously, you know, she needs to take care of her daughter. It seems like there was a third thing I needed to mention, and I can't remember what. That's what I get for not writing things down, folks. Crochet Combat, Twisted Fiber Friends, and something else. Can't remember for the life of me. I'll think about it just as soon as I get off. Isn't that how the way it is? When I no longer have to think about it, that's when it'll pop up in my head. So I'm glad that everybody has been here this evening and checking in on everyone. That makes me happy. There you go. Still saying hi to everyone. I know there's lots of crochet alongs going on right now. I saw where Juan, the yarn addict, is postponing one of his. That is perfectly fine, Nana Cat. I appreciate you just being here. Lurkers are welcome. You know that. I need to put on a book and just sew those pants I promised to fix. Rita, I think autocorrect might have changed your words there a little bit. You need to put on a book and just SEW those pants I promised to fix. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't know if any of you were participating in some crochet alongs, but at least, okay, need to sew some pants. But I know his latest one he's going to put off, I think he said until maybe July. I'm trying to remember because I know somebody else has put off. There's like 2 or 3 folks, 2 folks I know for sure that have backed their crochet alongs out a little bit so folks can get caught up on some that they're participating in with others. So be sure that you're checking. Michael, I don't have time for crochet alongs. I hear you there. I don't mind doing some of these. I mean, I really don't, but it's going to have to fit into my time schedule. So that's why I don't mind going ahead and getting the pattern or maybe buying the book if I need to, especially if I'm really interested in that, but I'll have to do it on my own time. Like I was not, I mean, honestly, I was not planning on doing another blanket until I got finished with the 4 Seasons mosaic. But when I stumbled across Bonnie Bay Crochets on the Hill, you know, you just sometimes get gut punched on something that you see and you just have to start it. Well, that's what I'm doing with that one. So Rita says, I'm not into many alongs, but miss it. I miss the amigurumi along when they had videos every week. It gave ideas. Yes. Michael saying hi to Paula. Yes, she's doing fine. That's great. Oh, well, that's great, Michael. Yes, whenever he gets to the fan funding point, then he's going to be doing a crochet along with his members. Well, that'll be something nice to look forward to. It's a nice way to build memberships where you give them that extra little perk there. Well, let me see if I can find the link real quick. I'm going to jump over here for just a second. We have, let's see. I do know, let me go up here. We have, let's see. Yes, there we go. Let me see. Yes. So let me see if I can grab her link here. We have the Southern Crocheters going on right after me here in a few minutes. That'll be over at Just Another Stitch with Connie. So I want you to be sure and go over there and see her. She has a panel up with her tonight. And let me see what she named it. Growing Our Crochet Garden. I got a feeling it's going to be about crocheting flowers and that kind of thing. Let's see. Michael said, and debut a new Tunisian stitch I created, researched all over to see if it's been done, and it hasn't. So it'll be a member's perk as well. Oh, that is awesome, Michael. You know, that is on my to-do list this year, is to learn the Tunisian crochet. It's something I've always wanted to do. Now, of course, when I was growing up, it was called the Afghan stitch, but and I remember having my long crochet hook, and I only did one, I guess you'd say one stitch. Get them all on there and then take them all off. Get them all on there and take them all off. I don't know what stitch that is called or anything, but that was about the only thing I could do. But I now have a whole set of clovers, and they have little cables on them, different sizes. So, like I said, it is on my list of things to learn this year. Ah, looky there. Nana Cat says she remembers it being called the Afghan stitch as well. The simple stitch? Okay. I knew it wasn't a single crochet because that's not what you call it in Tunisian. The simple stitch. Sherry says she loves Tunisian crochet. I hear a lot of folks gravitate more to it than anything else. Michael, do you use just one long hook, or do you use cables as well in your Tunisian? Oh, you've been doing that for 10 years. You use the cabled hooks. Okay. Any particular brand? Like I said, I have a set of the clovers because they were recommended to me as, just starting out to learn. You love your Knitter's Pride ginger set. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Get your bone. Get your bone. Okay, I'll just move it. How's that? That better? Oh, I am so sorry, folks. Well, that tells me now that Connie is on. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate your patronage tonight. Michael, I prefer wood as I can feel when I skip a stitch. Oh, or split the yarn. That's good to know. Thank you, Michael. Well, I do know that mine are wood. So I'm going to ask you to please do a story hop over to all to just another stitch Connie and her Southern Crocheters episode of garden stitching, and I will catch up with you guys next week. But please let me remind you, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. Once again, thank you all so much for being here with me this evening, and I hope that you have a very, very blessed weekend.